aquatic. Let's discuss of what went over in the period that I wasn't filming. First, the reason I haven't been filming is because I got grounded for my electronics. Now I got them back, so let's get started off with this. There's no fish in it. So, the addition of the crab put a lot of stress on the beta and the pleco, so they got ick. Started treating it, it was going well. Beta was almost done with it, the pleco still had it. Pleco chased the beta, beta jumped out in the night, dead. Then the pleco ended up dying of ick because maybe that stuff because I put 2 drops in instead of 1. Second drop was on an accident. But right in here's where the crab lives now. He's right in there somewhere. You won't be able to see him. So, you guys have missed some pretty big events for the channel. What would have been pretty big events? Like new fish. 3 of them. I got 3 new fish. Pretty good. So let's take a look. Wonder what could be new. Goldfish. Goldfish. Well, Dan, where did you get the goldfish? I told you all that my grandma had 2 of them. 2 common goldfish. A white one and an orange one. Right there. That's the white one. There's the orange one. Colors come up pretty well. But that isn't it. Because I have this. That's right. I got a bass. It is about time I added a largemouth bass to this aquarium. Now he's not, I got him yesterday, so he's not ready to eat. I just did a full cleaning on the aquarium. Didn't add anything, didn't take out anything. Did something with this rock, make it so my catfish can hide under there. Oh, I didn't even see you swim over here, buddy. But yeah, I think he is over 12 inches, I think. Yeah, he's pretty big. But the only reason I kept him is because his markings were on point. His color was on point, and he just looked overall really healthy. Now, he does have a few nipped fins, but that's only because of the turtle. My fish have not done anything to him. Though King could take him down, King just doesn't feel like it. Man, why does the green come up so good on this camera? But this fish came from a private lake that the owner of the bus garage, his house is on, and only a few people fish it, so this fish has a chance. There's a chance that I was the first person to ever catch this fish. But the thing is, he takes good care of his fish. Even after he catches them and releases them, he takes good care of them when he does that. So it's perfect. Now it's a little over the size I wanted, but the thing is, I really don't want too much else. I did need the goldfish though, because as you can see, there's all this food everywhere, which would usually be gone if I still had the koi, but goldfish do the same thing. As you can see, that orange one's down there is doing his job. Got the white one. The white one's really pretty. I really like both of them. Still got the chubs. They're going pretty quickly. They'll end up being bass food more than likely. So, but yeah, King is not effective. None of the fish are affected. It's pretty cool to finally see some koi-ish fish moving around in here. Bass is starting to swim around pretty good too. He's not just sitting in that corner. He's moving around a little bit in the middle and stuff. And a little bit, I'm going to put some of the ick stuff in here. They don't have ick, but I have a feeling that they might develop it because added him yesterday, added them 2 today, and then also cleaned the aquarium net yesterday a little bit, and then today the rest of the way. But Man, is that bass so cool. You have to tell me. There's no way you can tell me that that bass isn't cool. Right now, King could kill him. But, like, they're two very different sizes. So, if he wasn't secondary fish, if he was in here first, he could kill King. But he's not even going to try to hurt King, because King's the boss, and he establishes that pretty dang well, so the bass should just leave him alone. But a bass can take out pretty much everything. They're not, like, really aggressive, but they can be. King's more aggressive than he is. But largemouth bass are part of the sunfish family, so I'm not too worried about it. Not part of the creek chub family, though. That's right, you guys might get eaten. And that's right, creek chubs are still alive. It's, Peter is the bigger one, the male, and then the female, which is the smaller one, is, Juliet. Which Peter's jumped out before. I caught him perfectly, though. I don't know what I'm going to name the goldfish, but I'm not even kidding. I've been wanting these goldfish for so long. My grandma's had them for, like, I don't even know, like, I'll have to ask my mom, but it's somewhere between 4 and 6 years in that pond. And I mean, like, she's had them ever since they were eggs, because they were in the plants. Here's how it worked. She's moving now, which is why I got the fish. But she bought floating topwater plants, put them in the pond. About 2-3 weeks after putting them in there, she's seen like a giant cloud of little tadpole looking outfits. Okay? They just looked like tadpoles. They were black, they looked like tadpoles. And then it started to get bigger, and she noticed they weren't tadpoles at all, and they were goldfish, and that's when I wanted them, because I wanted a fish. So she used to have a lot of them when they were about feeder goldfish size, you know, about that big. She used to have like 40 or 50 of them then. Then they got bigger. Alright, they started like eating each other when they got hungry and stuff. And then the two strongest, of course, survived. 1 and 2. Comment down names for these guys, both of them. This guy is orange with a little bit of the white on his tail. And this guy is white and yellow. Very pretty, and he actually has a tint of pink on him too that you can't really see on camera here. Very pretty fish, especially under this fluorescent light. It really brings out the orange in this guy. I like orange goldfish, but I like also looking at a brighter goldfish as well. I mean, like a different colored goldfish, like this white one. Now, I don't particularly like, for some reason, the white and orange goldfish. I just don't like that. I mean, like the cherubicans or surubicans, or however you say it, urubicans, I don't know. They're cool. They're calico, you know, with a blue, you know. I mean, that guy has some white on him, but he's like your classical goldfish amount of white, you know. These are common goldfish, which you remember them brown ones I put in here. These are bigger versions of that, basically, just different colors. And they're not comet goldfish, because comet goldfish have a lot slimmer build and a lot longer fins, too. As you can see, the orange one has already started at work. Now, they won't do as much work as the koi did, because koi have big mouths and a lot of energy. The white one will catch on, but they're used to feeding like this because they're used to being in an outdoor pond. And they're like not used to people at all. My grandma barely even fed them. They just eat each other. She said so. My biggest issue would be if my bass gets too hungry, which he's obviously not going to eat right now. This is only his second day right now, so. But he's pretty. There's a good size comparison. Him and King, they're like basically right next to each other. See, they're not much bigger than each other. I mean, he's a little bit longer. He's a little bit wider. I didn't really gender it, but I'm pretty sure that is a male and not a female, judging by the size. And basically the female's anus should be opened up a little bit because they lay eggs throughout spawning season. And then the male sits on the bed, which I don't know if I took him off a bed or not, but I don't know. So basically I've been waiting for them goldfish for a very long time now, and I've finally got the last 2 of them. Feels pretty good to finally have them. Believe it or not. I thought that these things were going to end up being my first fish. Guess not. Story behind that bass. So, went to the private lake, which doesn't have very many other sunfishes like these guys or him. It basically, for sunfishes, it has green sunfish, largemouth bass, and bluegill, like purebred bluegills. And it's awesome, because I can never find purebred bluegills. I can there, though. So, I was trying to catch them, and I knew they'd all be feeding off of the bottom right now, so I used a little tiny hook. It's not like my usual tiny hook, but it was bright yellow. It's for ice fishing. And I went to an area with wood because they're hanging around that right now in the mud. Then I just let out a bunch of line and toss it out there. That's it. And then slowly reel every couple of seconds. Then they'd grab on and I'd hook them, and, you know, it goes like that. Caught a few bluegill. There's my crab if you want to see him. But I caught a few bluegill, and then I caught a green sunfish, another green sunfish, and then, you know, I did some other things, set my minnow trap, came back, threw the line back in the water. Somehow, with this literal, not even an inch long hook, it's like this long, it's tiny. I caught a bass that's about a pound, so, you know, I was pretty stoked about that. My dad was actually over there fishing for bass with me, too, and I ended up catching one. And I had had enough of catching nice looking bass that are small but not tiny. So you know what? I'm going to bring them home, I'm going to try it out, and if it don't work, I have a river that needs largemouth and 2 ponds that'll probably take them too. So whoopee. And so far, he is doing static. Amazing. Fish don't care about him. King don't care about him. He is not in his stressed out colors. He is a little bit because I just cleaned the aquarium. What the heck? Where's all that coming from now? What? Oh, I think that's turtle poop. That's good. Don't know what turtle that's coming from. This guy's been trying to attack my goldfish and my bass, because he knows for a fact that these bigger fish won't swim away from him usually. So he takes advantage of that, and he bites their tails, he bites their fins. You know, because he's hungry, and I'm like, if you want meat, I will give you worms. But no, you have to nip my fish's tail. Darn turtle. And I ain't getting rid of him because he's such a pretty turtle. So there's no point in getting rid of him. It's a good look at the bass. Look at that. Man. Oh yeah, look at that. Some goldfish. See, he looks a lot lighter orange, but he's actually really, really dark orange. There's the white one. He's not as shining white. I mean, he is when he is like that, but like, man, if you guys could see this guy, he has like ridges on his gill plate, like little bumps. It's pretty cool. There's a good side view at the bass. Here's my hand up to the aquarium to this bass. And minding you, the bass is almost at the back of the aquarium. Man, so cool. Hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm going to try and film some more, do some more updates, and I will see you all later. Tell me what to name the bass and the goldfish, please. If you all enjoyed this, see y'all later. Like and subscribe.